The ferry had finally reached Africa. After thousands of kilometers through Germany and Austria and Switzerland, France and Spain, Morocco was no longer just a destination on a map. It was right there in front of us. As we rolled off the ferry into the quiet streets of Melilla, the city kind of felt strangely calm. For a brief moment, we convinced ourselves that perhaps we just timed it perfectly. Maybe the morning rush simply hadn't started yet. Maybe crossing the border would be quick, but we could not have been more wrong. For almost 4 hours, we were just barely crawling forward. It did give me some time, though, to check out the route ahead, and in a way made me wonder if we knew exactly what we signed ourselves up for.
Let's see how long we still wait to get through here, and then how fast we can get to the first stretch of semi-desert. That is exactly what we came here for. Fabulous! I can't wait for this stuff. These kind of roads. It's my driving day. A lot of it spending time waiting here at the border.
Eventually, we managed to get through the border, and it was incredible to see these extremely high fences, hundreds of meters of steel barriers stretching across the landscape, high, imposing. A reminder that this wasn't just another border crossing. We were leaving Europe behind and entering Africa. Together with Jakob and Benny and the BMW and a couple of other cars, we formed a small convoy and headed inland. The road climbed steadily into the hills until we reached what turned out to be one of my most favorite viewpoints of that entire day.
Yeah, that's it. Oh my goodness, let me show you this. This is the stuff that I live for. Wow. Let's take a walk up there. See what it looks like. Of course, I'm African, so I'm doing this in flip-flops. Hey, Benny. Hello. Here we go. Man, the stuff dreams are made of. Let's go inside a little castle. Holy moly. Was für eine geile Location, man. There are the cars. The last flight of stairs. Let's go check it out. Servus. Wie geil ist das denn? Wie geil ist das denn? Dr. Jake! Beautiful. Okay, I'll see you on the road.
Standing there, looking down at Opa Gerhard, I felt incredibly proud. Everything we'd done before leaving Germany suddenly felt worthwhile. The suspension and the tires and all that preparation, the money was well spent and it was paying off. Jakob, on the other hand, wasn't quite as relaxed. His lowered 530 diesel had already begun protesting. Every kilometer seemed to leave another reminder underneath the car. Watching him scrape through dips made me appreciate even more just how capable the old Mercedes had become. Before long, the tarmac disappeared. The further inland we traveled, the hotter, the drier, and the dustier everything became. Dual tracks stretched endlessly across the landscape. None of us really knew where they led, which perhaps made them even more inviting. Now, it wasn't long before the first Wadis appeared, the kind that make you instinctively lift off the throttle again and again. They confirmed just how worthwhile raising Opa Gerhard's suspension had been. At the same time, they also showed exactly what happens when ground clearance starts running out. increasingly confident, we decided to tackle one of the highest hills around us.
We wanted to see what Opa Gerhard can do with our tires and wheel setup, and freaking see for yourself. In case it's not clear, that's everybody else. That is a 4MATIC 2.8 V6, so a 4x4. Yeah, this is insane. This is freaking insane. Look how, bro. Look how, bro. You're like, you're freaking silly.
I am so impressed with this car. We're waiting on the 4MATIC to arrive.
These guys drive so well. So that's got slightly bigger tires, but standard suspension, everything standard. Hey! Well done, boys!
Now, Jakob wisely decided not to risk the BMW, at least not here. Later, when we reached softer sand beside the highway, he simply couldn't resist. Watching a lowered M Sport BMW finding grip where you least expected was genuinely impressive. Credit where credit is due. Jakob drove that car exceptionally well. As the day went on, the wadis became deeper, the tracks rougher, and the obstacles bigger.
Geradeaus, geradeaus, geradeaus!
You need people like this in the world.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yes!
Watching the footage now, I know Opa Gerhard made it through every single one, but standing there that day, I didn't know it. More than once I found myself wondering, did I actually prep enough for this?
Steady.
Something else stayed with me, and that's the many children that would wave us down. Some simply wanted to see the cars, and others hoped for sweets or a small gift. It was a difficult feeling to process, because while many interactions felt genuine, there were also moments where kindness seemed almost expected. It made me realize how easily tourism can unintentionally change the behavior of places over time. As we arrived at our first accommodation in Gersif, I found myself thinking about Morocco in much the same way I think about films. I rarely watch the trailers. I don't want to know too much about what it's going to be like, because I'd rather allow a place or a story to surprise me in its own terms. Morocco certainly did that. I hadn't expected roads this rough, nor did I expect landscapes this harsh. And somewhere in the back of my mind, a quiet question began to grow. Were the soft desert dunes still waiting ahead? Or had I just committed Opa Gerhard and Jakob's already struggling BMW to several thousand kilometers of roads seemingly designed to destroy suspensions? There was only one way to find out, and that was to keep driving.